just what I was getting into. Knocking on the door of your hotel room with nothing but a jacket and some fuck me shoes. I knew it was on. I heard you say, ah, ooh, ga, ga. I knew you were gonna tear your way into me like a present on Christmas Day. I know all about the consequence of getting into bed with you. My heart is saying I don't need that shit, but all of my body is saying I do. Babe, I think that you might be the best drug in Tennessee.
Hey, welcome back to Monday. I'm not drunk. I know I seem like it. This is just what happens when I get really tired. I love it because I used to love to be drunk, you know? It was like my favorite thing. It was so much my favorite thing that like I actually got a DUI, had a warrant out for my arrest in the state of Colorado and left so I could go live in New York City where they had public transit and I wouldn't have to quit drinking. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. This is what I speak of. This is what we're doing here. Hello, Wade, Kent, John, Steven, Mary Had a Little Lion, Rachel, we're on the Chosen by Proxy. Who are you? Okay. I didn't learn that for you, but I think that's our theme song. Hi Roberto, best wishes. And so I think that's our theme song, and I don't have the omnicord, the 9 volt or the 12 volt or whatever kind of power it takes is on the pedal board. The pedal board is still in the pedal board here. Look at the state of things. Okay, this is the house right now. Okay, there's all the merch. It actually doesn't look that. It looks so much worse in person. But anyway, there's the pedal board on the floor. So what we're doing today is we got up. Okay, we did something really cool today though. We got up. We went to brunch, and one of my heroes was at the brunch, and one of my heroes listened to the record, and one of my heroes said something really nice about the record. So you guys know what that means? It means I don't give a fuck if anybody doesn't like the record. I don't care, because I love the record, and I love you, and I love him, and I love them, and I love everyone. No one can take it from me right now. Where's the chat? Is anyone here? Okay, I see Roberto is here. What about Steven? What about... Let me go over to Instagram and see who's over here on Instagram. Hi, Mary Had a Little Lion. John. Okay, John. Mamie Lou, we missed you. We missed you, Mamie Lou. I hope you're okay. Alrighty. I feel something must be terribly wrong. Where is Steven? The last time this happened, one of my ballers died. So this is very triggering for me. One of the ballers doesn't show up. One of the ballers of Munchausen by proxy. But you know what was so awesome was I got to meet quite a few of you guys, in person. Well, I had already met you, but there were quite a few folks who had come. So one of them was Wade. Wade came to the release show. And then Wade and I went to meet quite a few of you guys, in person.
person.
How come?
Well, I already met you, but
I can
there were
suddenly
still
hear myself.
there were quite a few folks who had come. So one of them was Wade.
It's not muted. Okay. So, Wade, maybe, Lou, these pictures of you are beautiful. Girl, I feel that you're too skinny. What are you doing? Tell me. So what I'm wanting to show you is, what did I get on here to show you? Oh, this picture of Wade and I. Okay, so this really cool thing. Stacy and Randall had this idea for me to do 8 seconds of fame on the Nashville sign. And it was the kind of thing where it was in rotation, and I had gone to the sign to see this ad that they had put up, okay? And on this huge billboard that's in downtown Nashville that people drive by, right? And so the thing that happened was they didn't run it. There was a technical difficulty and they did not run the ad. And it was a very hard, like, I should have been rehearsing, you know, I was like already annoyed by, like, I was like, stupid sign isn't going to do anything anyway, you know? And I was, I was just like, it wasn't like bad reviews, but it was just like a hard day. You know what I mean? It was the release day. It was the release day. And it was a hard day because there was a lot of stress. And then I was just like, this is so like rude for you to do this to me on release day, you know, when I'm like down here to see this stupid sign. And so, luckily our good friend Randall, when he called them to, I was like, can you like get your lawyer people to scare them or whatever and tell them they're in breach of contract? But he didn't do that. What he did was he told them, she's so disappointed. She's heartbroken. And they felt so bad about that they decided to run the ad for the record for 24 hours a day for a whole week. I did the math. This is like kind of like fuck you money advertising. Like, it's like, it would be, there was no way I would ever be able to dream of having this show up on this sign in downtown Nashville every 2 to 4 minutes for 24 hours a day for an entire week. Okay, are you ready? Here's me and Wade and the sign. Can you see it? That's my butt. That's my ass on a billboard. There's Wade. He's proud. This was Mother's Day. My mom was proud, I hope. You know, my friend Ryan Trousseau, who helped me design this because he's like an ad guy, he said, well, we got to do something that's going to get their attention. I was like, what should we do? He was like, send me that picture of your ass. I said, gladly. Got to do something with it. So, no shame in this game. And now my ass is on a billboard in Nashville every 2 to 4 minutes for 24/7 for 7. And I could not be more excited. Just, you know, it's like, it's one of those things. Like, it's like good, bad, who can say? Like, you think that things aren't going your way, you know? Like, you think that things aren't working out. And then all of a sudden, you find out they were working out all along. Of course, there are many people who might not appreciate that they have to see my ass every day on their way to work. I mean, it wasn't like it was bad lighting or anything. It could have been a lot worse. It's like, you know, Stacy Hookup took that photo. There's no photoshopping going on. You know, that's the genuine article. It's just, you know, you can do a lot with good lighting. Okay. You need to send me the pic. Oh, I didn't? Oh, I guess I didn't. Don't you have a bunch? Didn't you send me a bunch? Hey, hey, hey. Thank you very much. Thank you. Mary had a little lion. I wish that you could have come. We'll come to the next one. Hi, Kat. Hey, y'all. Non such. Steven, are you here? I'm looking for you guys over. Did it go away? Okay, well, anyways. All right, so very low key married to Monday because I have not showered. I did brush my teeth, but mostly I just like woke up late and bailed. And then I put on my workout clothes because that's what I do now. When I don't have time to work out, I just put on the workout outfit. And I hope that you know, either I will work out or my mind will think I worked out, and then some kind of like neural pathway will just do the toning. And then you know, it's like I'm going to California, so I've been trying to prepare for that. I've got a few hours to try and get ready for California, where I'm actually going to the Durango Songwriters Expo, which is a family. I've been emceeing this event now for a few years, but going and staffing the event for like almost 15 years. And so what's really funny is I know a bunch of music supervisors, and my little country music, quirky country music ditties were not, you know, they were like, do you have anything syncable? And maybe not so specific, and doesn't, you know, you have anything where you didn't, you know, say pussy or whore, you know? Guess what? The registry has opened. I'm gonna check that in 1 minute. So, so anyways, point being, by the way, I want you to know that when I use words pussy and whore, I use them very purposefully, okay? I've used them in the ways that they were intended. I use them powerfully, and I use them to, you know, talk about historical sort of gross generalization of a gender, usually. But anyways, you can't, it's like makes it very, very narrow, the ability for them to be able to, when you're that specific about a certain thing, for them to be able to use your songs in film and TV. Also, back then, like early 2000 teens, when you would go to put your songs in film and TV, if they were going to use a country song, it would automatically lessen the value of the project. So you weren't, like, you've not seen very much country music except for maybe on Hallmark and things like that. Now that's changing. Now we're starting to see like Americana, you know, showing up a lot in sort of like the musical cinematic landscape, and also like the televised landscape, and with shows like Yellowstone and the Yellowstone spinoff. So it's a really good time for me to take my record. But I'm not so good at the follow-up emails, and that's where you really, you know, that's where I need some help. So Diesel, you're so good at the emails. Speaking of Diesel, I have to thank Diesel because he couldn't come to the show, and so he showed up in flower form. Isn't he beautiful? Look. Isn't he beautiful, you guys? Say hi to Diesel. He's here in spirit, in here. He's a flower. Now I will always think of you as a flower, Diesel. Congratulations on the release of Love Addict, because I'm in it for life. Ah! God. I could marry all of you if I believed in marriage. Okay, so welcome to Married to Monday, where I usually play something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. At some point I'll throw my shoe, which I'm gonna do right now. Maybe I'll throw the other one because, and needs no explanation. And what's the last thing to say about that before oh yeah. There is no Married to Monday today. There's no borrowed blue, old or new. I'm gonna do all requests off the cuff in the moment. Let's see what's happening over here. So why don't I start it with a baller dollar ditty, because as you guys know, when you go into the registry, which is in the link in the bio, or it's usually in the comments somewhere, I will sing you a baller dollar ditty, which is a song that I make up about you on the spot, and they are pretty much 100% of the time a train wreck, maybe 99. So I'm just gonna check in here and see. Oh, let's see what this is. This was somebody really cares tonight, but it's not letting me in. Let me in. Oh, that's so great. Oh, this is so. Oh, okay, John. John, you've done a lot for me. John's like, I can't send as much as I usually do, but John, John sent me a microphone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's his microphone. It's over here. Sorry, I'm not using your microphone tonight, John. I didn't have time to plug anything in. I didn't have time to do special lights. And then Steven, love you, Steven, who like helps with the with my sprouts, my raging sprouts vitamin aisle addiction. He helps me with that a lot on a weekly basis. And he has kicked in a little more than is usual. And so I'm going to give you guys your baller dollar ditties because it doesn't matter. I feel your love equally, even if you don't send anything. You can't always send anything. I just appreciate that you do. I mean, the fact that I even get on here and I'm just like, hey, I put a bow in my hair. I put some pink and red on my lip. I tried a little. I did the lips so you guys couldn't say I didn't try. And I did put the bow so you couldn't say I didn't try either. If I tried to brush my hair right now, it would hurt. Yeah, y'all know I just love y'all. Catherine, I think it's pronounced Coltra. I'm not sure. She'll have to correct me. She doesn't come every time, but when she comes, she really makes it count. She came to the show, you guys. Maybe we'll see her. Let's see if she popped in. Tom Brady, hello. Test. Was a great showing. You didn't try. Don't tell me what I can't say. I did try. Hi from Ireland. Who were your first musical influences, Caitlin? Oh, cool. Hi, Mark R. from Ireland. You are beautiful, Diesel. I love this question. Wow. What the thing about these live streams, these Married to Monday live streams, Mark R, is that like I don't think it's like this communal thing. Like no one really takes me seriously, and neither do I. You know what I mean? So when I get a real question, ooh, this is fun. Well, originally it was like my dad was this Alabamian kind of mountain man. He was a lineman for the Huntsville Utilities. But like there was a lot of sort of like listening to Hank Jr. and Alabama and 90s country stuff, but also like Grateful Dead stuff. And that stuff was always kind of around. And like there's this rumor that Bill Monroe used to come over and play mandolin in the backyard. My dad was a really good mandolin player. But he also didn't have a what? No. Oh. He says I wouldn't have come on here if I had known you hadn't showered. That's usually why most people come. Welcome. I can tell that you're going to be one of us. But I sometimes I tell people, I'm like, oh, we're married to Monday. We're the ballers of Munchausen Bay Proxy and Proxy. And I'm like, but you can be one too. But I like make them feel alienated. And that's not the point. The point of the live stream is to be very inclusive. It's actually for more people like us to kind of find us. And what are we? We are weird. We are. What else are we? Can somebody pipe in on that? Like, how would you categorize us, Diesel? Whatever this is the thing that's happening here with us, me and my 7 like hardcore fans that I can always depend on. And then there's a lot of other great friends who pop in sometimes because they know I'm just being a dork over here. Did you take the outfit back to Kohl's? Not yet. I'm gonna crunch the numbers and see if I can keep it. I don't know. Do you think I should keep it? I kind of felt like maybe I could turn it into a cute romper if I. Hey, Stacy. Okay, Stacy popped in, y'all, and Stacy. I was just talking about the sign. Stacy, look at this, y'all. Everybody, prepare yourself to see my ass again. You know, if they got to see it every 2 to 4 minutes down on Broadway, why should it be any different for you? Where'd it go? Shoot. It's coming. So someone remind me of what it was I was saying. Look, Stacy. Every 2 to 4 minutes, 24 hours a day, 7 days. It's like fucking great. You guys, I'm gonna tell you because I don't think there's a chance that he'll know. But Stacy, Rodney Crowell sent me a text today. Y'all don't tell anybody that. He was like, these songs, he was like, the B-sides, like he went into to those songs. He was like, I've thoroughly enjoyed listening to this record. I think he said, I love the way you pull the rug out from under a song, y'all. That's what Rodney Crowell said. He also, because we happened to be at a sort of a brunch gathering, the non-music related, and he also read my chart because I carry around that astro planner, and he like knows all about the houses and the nodes and things. It's really interesting. I was like, this is a waking dream. Like Rodney Crowell is doing my astrology right now. I know, isn't that fucking crazy? Gosh, you guys, this is like, it's a good day. It's a good day. You know, like the show wasn't perfect, had some sound issues. I was a bit of a spaz. I kind of threw my band off, but they told me that they still love me. And I don't know how you guys who got to come to the show, did you have fun? I'm gonna try to work on, you know what I'm gonna really work on is trying to get a little more help with the insanity part of things. And then, so I can be a little more collected and focused on the music and not all the other stuff that has to get done. You know, like not like maybe not a heartbreak hotline that week. I could do that maybe this week. You guys, I so appreciate you celebrating this with me. I was like excited to tell you. Hell yes, we had fun. Okay, cool. It's good. It was fun. You had fun in flower form. Perfect. Okay. Back to Mark R. Mark, you'll realize I can get distracted by the comments, and sometimes I have to shout them off, and then I have to come back later. But so that was my dad. Well, at that time, my grandmother had been putting curlers in my hair and taking me to auditions all around the town of Alabama, Huntsville, Alabama, or you know, Alabama as a state does sort of have a town vibe, I guess. But and so I was listening to like a lot of Cole Porter and Gene Kelly, the Fred Astaire movies, you know, and absorbing all that old Hollywood stuff. And so what's interesting is that like then in high school, I ended up like abandoning all of it for the drive-by truckers, the like Ryan Adams, but it started with Whiskey Town. Then it was like, you know, the Uncle Tupelo stuff, and then Sunvolt, and then Wilco, and sort of like this movement they called Alt-C, like they called it alternative country, which we all kind of hated, but it was sort of the only place you knew to go find pretty much anything that was on the Lost Highway label, which is so interesting because I just heard Casey Musgraves has signed to that, came back to Nashville and signed with that label. It's just crazy. So Stacy, do you know anybody at that label? I think that's where we head. I think we go there because then it's full circle. Because I was on the Lost Highway Street team when I was in college, you know? So I was like, this was when I thought I was going to be an actress. But I would like, they would send me, I just said, hi, I'll be on the street team. And they were like, okay, here, hand out these posters. And also give away these 5 J. Farrar tickets. And I was like, I'll go, you know? And I would always have like, it was cool. I always had like this cool hookup. They said when Johnny Cash put out Hurt, they gave me all these Cash bumper stickers. They sent me a bunch of bumper stickers that said cash, and I would tip bartenders in these stickers instead of money, and they were like fine with it. I drank a lot back then. Hi, Humanable. Thank you so much for coming to the show. I didn't get to say hi, but I saw you over there with little sister. Hey, Sarah D. Sarah D. I'm coming to California. Are you still here? I'm leaving. I'm leaving Wednesday morning early, and I haven't had time to make the plan. Like, I haven't done any of the advancing for the shows. Basically, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get off the plane and try to buy an Amtrak ticket, because that also still hasn't happened. Maybe I'll mail all my merch out there. But anyway, we're gonna do the California thing. So if anybody's in California, I'd love to see you at a show. And I believe my band's in town. The link in the bio knows more than I do at this point. Okay, so finishing Marker's question, then addressing requests. Then doing baller dollar ditties and then requests. So is the 29th sold out? Is the 20 I don't think that, is the 29th a ticketed show? That show is at Humphreys in San Diego. Is that the one you're talking about? Or do you mean the 27th at Campus Jacks? I don't think anything is sold out. I mean, that'd be pretty cool if it was, though. Let's see. Okay. So, let's see if we have to say hi to anyone else popped in here. So, Marker, if you're still here, what happened was after that whole like alternative country movement thing, I went to New York and I was there to pursue my acting thing, which I had pursued since I was a little child. And you guys had just told you about how I went there because I was trying to, I needed to go somewhere there was public transit because I had a warrant out for my arrest for, drinking and driving, which was, I mean, I'm like a fun drunk for the first few months, and part of that is like offering everyone a ride. So I needed to have my rights to drive taken from me. And then I ended up once I got sober in those days, I already didn't have any confidence, but then I really didn't have any false confidence either. And I had like a bit of a quarter life crisis where I didn't think I could, I didn't want to act. I was there in New York to do it. I was working with William Esper. I was in my school program with Amy Schumer. That's why, I don't know, maybe it was like the whole sex comedy thing, like she really revolutionized that, but there was like a lot of comparisons between me and her. I had to kiss her boyfriend, Michael Torby, on occasion, and it used to keep her up at night. So, sorry, Ames, but I think I tried to text her like a few years ago, and she was like, "Who dis?" But anyway, so what happened during that time was I started writing songs because I wasn't using my creativity to do this acting craft that I had devoted really my whole life to, which actually, that was really my identity, but it was sort of a lack of identity because I had been so focused on character objectives and scripts and not, it was so much my identity, but I never really, there was a lot of introspection in it, but I never really allowed myself to sort of authentically discover. It was just really hard. Like one day I was like having this really internal battle. Like I was supposed to do this thing and I could not make myself do it. Have you ever had that? Where you're just like, you just cannot, and you're like, but this is my whole thing. So, I ended up having to express myself somehow, and I started writing songs, and I was really, really bad at it. So I went to study with Mary Gaucher, because Mary Gaucher put out a song called Hi Brad Yoder. Nice name to see from the past. Mary Gaucher had put out I Drank right around that time, and when I heard that song, I was like, I have to learn everything I can from her about how do I do that? Whatever she just did there, she took this massive feeling, concept, problem, and she organized it into this just it was like such to it was nourishing to ingest it. Actually, I told her that this morning. I told her, I was like, that's the song that made me want to be a songwriter. It was a cool thing to get to say to her. She said it meant a lot to her. I think I believe her. It would mean a lot to me if anyone had said it to me. So something's wrong with the thermostat, kids. Why won't it turn off? Damn it, another thing. Okay, so anyways, it's already 8:30. I haven't even played a song. I haven't even played a Baller Dollar Ditty yet. Well, maybe we're just talking tonight. So, so anyways, then, it's like a very long answer to this, but it needs to be unpacked, don't you think? Like, how did I get here? So, I did that. I went and studied. I studied with Mary Gaucher. I started getting really into like the songwriter writers, you know, the troubadours. And then my first show was opening for David Olney in New York, and I loved him. You listen to his song "Women Across the River." It was this really cool song that he wrote in which he took the first two lines. The first two lines connect. The third line does not connect, and then the fourth line brings them all together. It's a very powerful song. And I was like, it was one of the lessons I taught to the inmates, like in the first week of my being at the very first residency. And I was like, this is a little advanced because they take things very literally, and they were like trying to make their songs not make sense. So I guess the point of that is that I really had to come to it, you know, and my influences. So that's why my influences have really spanned the oh, but now I'm going to bring this to this, Mark R, if you're still here. Because I am been getting more interested in like, where do I come from? You know, my grandmother, like, she was always like sitting on top of pianos in Irish pubs, singing all the Irish drinking songs, because you may not know this, but I come from, my grandmother's Mary Alice Farragher, and we have had, I don't know if he made it through more of life. You know what I'm saying? I think he exit planet, but we had one relative in Mayo County, Patty O'Farragher. So I come from Ireland. Caitlin, this is the Gaelic. Although Rodney Crowell's daughter is also Caitlin, and he said that the etymology of the name is Welsh. So I don't know, maybe we got it wrong. David Bournay does rock. Okay, let me come in and check on some of these comments real quick before I get it out of control. Come! Yeah, what's 6 hours? If you come, I'll give you your rewards package if you got one, John. Oh, speaking of, Steven, I didn't get to give you your special package. Stacy Taylor, I didn't get to give you your special package if you're here. I know I asked you for your t-shirt size like 10 times. So y'all be getting those in the mail, but obviously it's not going to happen until I get back, which is going to be June. Please come. I would love it. I would love it. It would be so awesome. Do you guys think that John should drive 6 hours for the show at Campus Jack's? I do. It's going to be an awesome show. Playing with Jack McKeon. Right now he's on tour with Fancy, and he's like a little David Rawlings, and I'm psyched. He was going to come tonight, but we're to be stand-in Dave, but I think when we're out there, we'll do a Married to Monday on the Monday we don't have a show. So probably next Monday we'll do it from Huntington Beach, if that's how you say it. Mary Gaucher always reminds me of John Parentoli. She is. She's kind of like she's like the matriarch of she's carrying the torch right now. David Bournay does rock. Wasn't he so good? Wasn't he just like unbelievably good? And Anna is lovely. She is awesome. Well, you guys, that was just really, really awesome that you came. Thank you so much for coming to the show. Y'all know I love you so much. Okay. So You are, Diesel. You're very normal and beautiful. I agree. That's a great thing to put on your resume. You know what I mean? Okay. So we've got to do the first dollar ditty is going to be to John, and it's going to be like this. Okay. Because I don't have the 9-volt or the 12-volt to plug in the omnicord. So, John says he's broke ass this week, and that's a really thoughtful thing to say to me, 'cause John is gonna drive all the way from somewhere in Northern California to San Diego, actually Huntington Beach, which is not as far as San Diego. And I'll see you at the Campus Jack Show, John. Thank you for your baller dollars. How about that? Did that feel personal? Moving right along. How about a ballad for Steve Stephen? Steve Stephen came from where he came from to go to the really show, and where he came from was Ashland, North Carolina. South Carolina? I always get them confused. South, right? Where's Asheville? I got other talents, okay? Also, I do know this answer. Where is the city where the Gray Eagle venue is at that I played at? Out on the back patio, not the main stage, but it's something to work for. Don't you think Steve Stephen could put me in a good word for me at the Great Eagle? Oh, I know that he could, because he has a lot of pull there. I just know it. Thank you for your baller dollar, Steve Stephen. How about that? We got a comment here. Love what's happening now in the country with people like you. Great voice and writing. Oh God. Okay, the baller dollar ditties, Mark, are not. Those aren't really songs. They're just musical thank yous that don't usually just talk about myself. Love more rock and roll country. Yeah, we need the spirit of Eddie Cochran back. Pop is dead. I mean, have you listened to Lily Hyatt's new record? It's great. But it's not, she's like, she does have more of like kind of a 90s rock thing going on. But there's still a lot of like, the thing is like, I really, I get it now when people are like, I don't, like, who cares about the genre? Like, do you like it? Do you listen to, does it move you? Does it feel good? And I really do kind of feel that more, like understand that. Although I do miss being a little bit of a category snob. It was fun. Love what's happening now in country. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. Well, you guys, did you like your ditties? I need the omnicord back. Okay, so, tonight, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, requests. Only thing is they have to be the requests that I know because I don't know all my songs. So I did get a message from, where is it? Here's Low Key Monday to Monday. The Alchemist and anything off Love Addict. Okay, cool. Great show on Saturday. Thank you. Yeah, Diesel, can you book some dates? Can we book some dates can you get me in the Gray Eagle? In North or South Carolina? That, you guys, that's not stupidity. That's dyslexia. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what I want to play, I'm gonna play Love Addict. Why don't we just do this? What do you think? Something new. It's new now. I knew just what I was getting into, knocking on the door of your hotel room, nothing but a jacket, some fucking shoes. I knew it was on. I heard you say, "Ooh, gaga." I knew you were gonna tear your way to me like a gun on Christmas Day. Diesel, I just saw your comment. I know all about the consequence of getting into bed with you. My heart is saying I don't need that shit, but all of my body is saying I do. Babe, I think that you might be the best drug in Tennessee. I don't care what I gotta do to have it. I am a love addict. Sometimes I think nature's got it out for me. Why can't a woman just get to fuck one night together out of fall in love? So hard to find a good man over 40. I know you're lying when you say that stuff. Just got excited, you get it up. Now I'm matching the drapes to the furniture, and I'm picking out 1,000 count threads. And you're probably insane or a murderer, but I say to myself, I'll be good when I'm dead. Babe, I think that you might be the best drug in Tennessee. I don't care what I gotta do to have it. I am a love addict. Boy, got me jonesing, and I know you're holding. Give me just a little bit more of that oxytocin, babe. I think that you might be the best drug in Tennessee. I don't care what I gotta do to have it. I'm a love addict, babe. I think that you might be the best drug in Tennessee. And I'm tired of trying to kick the habit. Stop, I'm getting off the wagon. If it's you, I gotta screw to have it. I am a love addict. You guys are like, that's such a dirty song for a girl to be singing who dresses like she's like on a Disney TV show from the early 2000s. Or whatever this is. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I was gonna try to work out, but instead I just walked around folding t-shirts, getting those steps in. That's a good jam, right? That was fun. How about at the release show when Taylor went into that solo? Oh, God, I love it. I love it when he does that. Gosh, it's so great. I remember when we were recording it and he started doing that solo, and I was like, wait, maybe we should do something else. And everybody in the room was like, shut up. They were like, no, look, realize what's happening here. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I was like, yes, drums solo. You know, then we sang the vocal over. It's so fun. Is anybody still here? Let's see. Yeah, you are. Got 8 people over here. Hey, little lamb. Little lamb, I love you. Hey, okay, so right now we have Little Lion handcrafts. We have Mary Had a Little Lion right above It's Laura Lamb. Mary, you'd love Laura Lamb. Her music is, her voice. Also, Misa did her record too, and I can't wait for it to come out. Tell us, please, Tell us, please, Laura, what your plans are for your record. Can we put your record out now? Oh, somebody seconds deliver. You guys, we can do it. We can do it. Yes, I am. I'm leaving. I have tomorrow, and tomorrow's actually like kind of busy. And then I'm going early Friday, but I am gonna go see. I get to go see Paul Simon tomorrow, so I'm gonna do that. And if I don't have the t-shirts folded, well, who gives a shit? Hey, what's up, Shouty? We got Vicky Zen in here. Deliver times 3. Absolutely. Let's do some trash cannon tunes. It's so funny because, like, if I haven't practiced it in a while, I might not remember, but let's just see. I am going out there with Jack McKeon, my friend, or I think it's pronounced McKeon. Yeah, he's great. Actually, and it's really late, but if anybody, there's like quite a few open dates in there. So if anybody out there in SoCal wants a house concert or something, we should probably figure out how to do it. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Ranch Winds. Hey, Zephaniah. Guess what? You come into this live stream, you get a shout out. Do you guys know Zephaniah? I don't actually know how to say it, but I think it's Ahura, right? Ahura? Well, I don't know, but he put his music's awesome. It's a gorgeous, like classic country feel record from 2020. I was obsessed with it for a time. Until I got distracted by my own drama. But Zephaniah opened Skinny Dennis in Nashville. I was there the other night. I was there. Oh, did I? Okay, cool. I was there for Christina Marie's album release. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was amazing. I listened, and y'all, as I was folding these t-shirts today, I listened to, bye, babe. I listened to Christina Marie's record 3 times today on vinyl. I got up and flipped it over. It sounds so good. Like, I would be jealous that our records came out on the same day and that her show was so good. If it was not so good, I would probably be jealous. But it's so good, I can't even be jealous. It's so good. Yeah, I was really happy. The band was so great. We kind of like we had, I think it was maybe a good like 2/3 of her band was my band. So I needed to go show face to remind them all that we had a show to do the next day. Although I did hear there was a lot of tequila drinking going on back there. Which one is your favorite music? Oh, that's a good question. Vicky Sen, I love the way that you spelled favorite. Are you also across the pond? Of course you're somebody to me, D. The song with the fuck me shoes, that's what I'm talking about. I played guitar solos along to that video all night. Cool. Will you play Ireland? I would love to. Those dudes over there, Declan, the Lonesome Highway guys, they gave me a pretty nice review. I try not to read the reviews, but I read the ones of the people that I want to know what they thought, Hey, thank you so much, Zephaniah. It was really, really fun. It was great. We had a great time. It was no Skinny Dennis show, but hey, but there's still time. I wonder if you got my email. Maybe I'll just tell everybody I sent Zephaniah an email asking him to go bill with me because he told me that he hasn't played in a while, and I think that's ridiculous. In a good way. Magic Smith. Hello. Okay, so, but that's business. We talk business later. Okay, you guys want to hear Deliver. So this is not a Love Addict song. This is something old. So I guess we maybe still will keep to the format, you think? But to answer your question, whoever just asked me that about Ireland. Oh, Mark R. Wait, Mark R? Are you Mark R? I can't tell if you're my friend Mark R. You guys, your pictures are so little. I know it's not your fault. So when I go over there, I just need to Diesel. everybody send Diesel. Let me guess, Diesel can exactly. Diesel, I know. Are you feeling the pressure? I just think everybody believes in you to be this booking agent. Come on, let's go to Ireland. Don't you want to hang out? What's that buzz? The corner bar, the liquor store, they aren't on her way home anymore. Put that bourbon straight down the drain. From now on it's just coffee and Perrier. And she don't know when, got that bad again. Just know enough to know all of that stuff had to change. Just like that Manhattan beat had in him, a strong but sweet touch of bitter. Just a taste could awake the need in her. She told him, don't come back like that bad habit, feeding me the same lines. It'll be different this time. But you don't deliver. Took the diamond off, put it in a box. What else? There's his t-shirt, a pair of socks, and now the faucet broke. Fix it on her own. Put a clock where that picture frame used to go, and it comes from him. Don't answer it. Give in to that craving and lose all control. Just like that Manhattan, he had in him, strong but sweet touch of bitter. Just a taste could awake the need in her. She told him, don't come back like that bad habit, feeding me the same lines. It'll be different this time. You don't deliver. But she ain't gonna hate herself in the morning. 'Cause just like that Manhattan, he had in him, strong but sweet touch of bitter. Just a taste could awake the need in her. She told him, don't come back like that bad habit. Change, you ain't gonna take my mind from me. Promise just to take the edge off you, comfort and love me. Come on, it'll be a lot of fun to play house and make babies. Tell me I don't have a problem now. You've come to save me, feeding me the same lines. It'll be different this time. You don't deliver. Y'all, that hit the spot. When we do the request, we would just do the request shows. We have to like kind of hear the like, oh, Caitlin's gonna figure this out in the moment version, because I don't remember how to play my songs. Like, Steven, did you say you wanted to hear The Alchemist? Because, God, I don't even know if I could remember that. Man, and that, you just put that out last year. Let me see who showed up in the last few. Catherine, how do you pronounce it? Thank you so much, Irvin. Appreciate you. Catherine, thank you so much. I was telling everybody that you came to the show. I was telling everybody about your just massive generosity and how it was so cool. You guys, I met Catherine and I met her at a house concert that I did in Austin, and I was gonna try to connect with her. I know Alchemist is an oldie now. When I went back, when I went to Austin, then my tour got canceled when Reveille got called off, and so now maybe I'm gonna go back out there and do a house concert with Catherine. Okay, she's like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna call it. Maybe I'll call you Catherine. I could call you Catherine, like I call Steve. I could call you KK. I wonder if people do that. Leander. Is that how you say it? Like, you know how Mary Gaucher is pronounced Gaucher, but it's spelled Gauthier? Is it really Leander? Well, I won't call you Catherine Leander, but I won't know. I will have to remember that the letters make different sounds. KK, okay. So we have KK. That's good. That'll sound better in the song too, that I'm gonna write about the ballers of Munchausen by proxy. Let's see who's over here. Whistle, whistle. Thank you, Wade. What other requests do you have? Oh, Tony's here. Hi, Tony. You guys, Tony's starting a new thing. Cool, Zeph. Thank you. He's starting a new thing. Well, it's not a new thing. He's got this thing. How do you say it? Is it Gayoro or is it Galore? Probably Gayoro. I can't tell. Anyway. So he's got a thing where he does the 6-pack, and he is a vinyl sort of audiophile and listens to records on vinyl and listens to like the whole thing. And I was like, he takes pictures of them, and I was like, God, I really want to listen to that, but where? I was like trying to click on things. So now he's going to start making a playlist. So if you need to go, I mean, these are like deep cuts, right? These are like the Kinks record that he posted about today. But a lot of like really cool stuff that you're just like, oh yeah, like I need to listen to that. I listen to that, or maybe I listen to like that Husker Du record, but not that one. And then you've got somebody doing the research for you. So I'm gonna help him build his following because, you know, he's just started to do it. So follow him and do that. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, my little lion. Thank you, Steven. Hi, Javier. Hey, Jason for Marinade Podcast. Jason, when does our episode come out? Oh, Galoro. What? Tony Galoro? What? That is like a porn star name if I ever heard one. No offense. I don't know you that well, so I don't know if you're the kind of person who takes that as a compliment or an offense. I have a feeling anybody who ends up here would not take that as an offense, though. Okay, kids. So that was something old, something new, something borrowed. Well, why don't I just borrow something from myself, unless you guys want to hear, unless you want to hear the song I sang with Lily Hyatt, the Hank Jr. cover again. Or what's a cover you guys want to hear next Monday? Okay, great. Good to know. Let me read some text messages and see. I haven't been able to get to the messages, but I know some came in, so. Oh, thanks. That was You're Losing Me. I kind of could play that. Well, do we have to do 2 more, or do you guys want me to let you go because it's 9? What do y'all want? This is like the most like low-key smudged mascara. Different men. Okay, Wade. I like to have different. So Lily Hyatt and I at the show covered Hank Jr.'s I like to have Women I Never Had. And my band, Misa sent them the charts. He was like, Caitlin wants to do this. Oh, you got it. Of course, I will. So, and they were like, oh yeah, this song. They were like, well, you can't play that anymore these days. And I was like, but I can. And that's the fun of it. It's a very strange brand of feminism I have, don't you think? Okay, you're losing me. We'll do that. We'll do that. I'll do Men That I Never Had, and then I'll play You're Losing Me, and that'll be good because that'll be the last song, and then it'll be sad, so it'll be something blue. And also, it will be like the prosody of what is going to happen because after that, I'm going to Irish out of here. Y'all know what I mean? I'm going to tell you my secret, and then I'm going to go. Does anybody, no one has wondered what the secret is? Man, there's so many things that I thought I was gonna tell you guys, and I can't. Gosh. Well, okay. Ballers of Munchausen by proxy. By proxy. I've just like, um, I. You were really, really there for me. Like I wanted to come on here and tell you guys like we did it. The record is out. It's out. Oh my god. What a fucking haul. Play You're Losing Me. I'll definitely do it. You guys, Lily. I was just talking about you. Ah. You guys. Everybody say hi to Lily. Welcome to Married to Monday, where I play something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I throw a shoe or two. Lily. And I play this, but this time, and usually I set up lights and do things, but this time it's low key Married to Monday, where I'm just doing whatever. But I was telling them because now it's time for me to play something baller, and people have been yelling out requests. We should get Lily to do her. Her parts because she sang. Y'all, Lily, can I talk about you like you're not here? It was so cool. Like she did it in this cool sultry way. It was really, really vibey, and it was a good contrast to like my campy thing, you know. It was really cool, but I thought she just owned it. She really did. I was like, oh, Lily's on stage, queen. You know, and really just like she brought the vibes, y'all. So we'll do it. Where do I do it? Here. Oh, and I forgot all the words, and I'm probably gonna forget them again, but let's do it anyway. I forgot the words, forgot the chords. I like to play music and have good times. I like to hear that train rolling down the line. I'm into happy and I don't like sad. I like to have men that I never had. I took a little smoke and a lot of wine. I got high, I called those friends of mine. I like a sweet young thing and some old granddad. I like to have men that I never had. I like him to ride horses and shoot his gun. But you know a cowboy's work, it ain't never done. Oh shit, what is it? I'm into basics and I don't like fads like a cowboy would. I like to have men that I never had. Okay, ready for this key change? Went up a whole step. Yeah. I don't mean to do anybody no harm. I was just born a child of a singer's song. I do things that make some people mad. I like to have men that I never had. I like to have men that I never had. You guys just sent Pam Tillis a text, and I was like, "Hey Pam, you want to come and sing us?" And no, she didn't. She was like, "I gotta go on the road. I'll be back for 2 days." She liked it. I don't think she wanted to sing a Hank Jr. song. Maybe she wanted to sing a Mel Tillis song, maybe a Pam Tillis song, but Lily came and sang it and it was rad. Thanks for saying hi to Lily, everybody. And oh, thanks, Tony Galoro. I did butcher that, you guys, and I just really appreciate you being here because my vulnerability is so powerful. When you can, I just know that when I play things badly and I forgive myself, that it gives you the permission that you need to also forgive yourself. Like the time I forgave myself for getting this tattoo, that I did not. That I don't. What is that? Ooh! Baller dollars, y'all! We got a baller dollar. Hey, hey Jeff Munger, I see you. It's good to see you. My record's out. Isn't that cool? Uh-oh. Is it possible there are 2 baller dollars here? Just a second. Let me check and see. Aw, we got 5 just cause of course, Diesel. Thank you so much. All right, you guys. Diesel, while we're on the topic of names, you know how your name is spelled Jason Hamad? That is like not like you seem like you're such a Scot, you know? And then I see Hamad and I think it always makes me want to ask you, what is your ethnic background? Because so that I can put you on my list if I need to. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, that was a very bad joke. I've tried to do my joke again where I said at the show where I was like, I don't know why they don't like my Jesus is my lover song in church. Because it's not like it's different from any other song we were singing about Jesus in church. I think it's because I used the hard R. No one laughs at that. Is that like really, really tone deaf? Yeah, it's probably, I should not say that. What do you think, Catherine? Is that like, you know, like thing is like, you got to work on your comedy, you guys. You have to try, you know, but like, maybe, how do you try? You know, you have to try, but you also have to like not ruin your life while you're trying things. Like you just try something, you just ruin your life. It's a new time that we're in. I feel like I can make jokes about pretty much anything because I suffered a lot of trauma. And I'm not saying that I'm a victim. I'm just saying that's how I learned to deal with things, right? It was like making jokes about, I like to make jokes about like pedophilia and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Murder. I made a murder joke on WMOT. Oh, man, y'all, they are never having me back. I am so fired on there because I said asshole. Okay. Anyways, you don't know where the lines are until you cross them. I guess that's true. Wonderful. Thanks. Okay. Never ruin your life. No. Irvin Smith says, where are you from? I am from Huntsville, Alabama originally. I went to Colorado for high school. Thank you. I needed that, Steven. I needed that. And then I went to New York City for about a decade, and then I came back to Colorado, but I was touring a lot of that time, and then I came to Nashville very reluctantly. I was like, I failed too many times in too many cities where I went there to pursue the thing that city is associated with. And then I ended up, I was like, I just can't move to Nashville to be a songwriter. I couldn't do it. So I decided that I would move to Nashville and be a comedian. And that was how I tricked myself into coming here. The same way that I like trick myself into praying by pretending I'm a witch. You can make jokes about just about anything because you're cute and you're blonde and you get away with shit. Boy, you don't know the half of the shit I got away with for those reasons. Okay. What were we doing? You're losing me? Is that what we're doing? You guys, Ballers of Munchausen by proxy. Thank you so much for coming. Those of you who could make it to the show. Catherine came from Texas. That was amazing. Wade came from Minnesota. Steven came from Asheville, North Carolina. And I mean, and more, you know, like so there were some people I didn't even know who had supported on Seed and Spark who showed up and they were like, "Give me my shit," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I said I would do that." So Catherine, you probably too you probably too or did not get your rewards package. Which case, hey Adrian Bears, yeah, plenty of religious trauma over here. Of course, make all the jokes about what you want. Yes, that's what I need. I just need that. They definitely gave you some stern looks at WOT. Wade was there. Wade was there. Wade was at the Finally Friday show. Yeah, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, this is a whole, like, I know this is a problem, but we're gonna, you know, it's like when you think about that and then you think, like, okay, but then there's Lola Young, you know? Like, I mean, it could work. It's just that I'm Lola old. But hey, I keep telling these women who are still doing this that haven't quit, that are so inspiring to me, that, you know, like if we don't quit, then there won't be any old. They'll just be doing it. Hey, Jano2907. Okay, so now that I said that, oh, who didn't get their Baller Dollar song? Diesel? Diesel is gonna get a Baller Dollar song right now. I'm gonna make it up on the spot for him, and I'm gonna try to do a really good job because I want him to be my booking agent because he does a pretty good job at that. And we really want to take the Married to Monday show out of the corner of the living room. I feel like that one's got legs. What do you think? You didn't get yours either? You didn't get your baller? Oh, Catherine, you definitely get Baller Dollar Ditty. Did you not get your Baller Dollar Ditty? Catherine, you get a Baller Dollar Ditty. So, I don't know if you're referring to Baller Dollar Ditties, but you're definitely getting a Baller Dollar Ditty. I told you I'd give you one, right? Let me just see what's happening over here too, because sometimes I miss them over here on the other one. Whoa. 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 Oh my God. Oh Jesus. Oh God. Okay. Hi. I'm sorry. I didn't mean. we have quite a few Baller Dollar Ditties that we have to do. You guys are so unbelievable. Is this happening right now? Yes. Wait. It's May 5th. I don't know, but I don't know what today is, and I don't know when these came in. Wait. No. Okay, those are from, I don't know, but I'm doing them because I don't think I sang these last Monday either. Well, anyways, I hadn't checked. Did you guys just see that? That, like, my brain just, like, dissembling with joy of knowing that I'm going to go to Sprouts this week. Catherine... Thank you so much, guys. Okay, Baller Dollar. Y'all, Catherine. Let's take it up a little bit, huh? Catherine Leander. Catherine Leander is the baller of the century. Catherine Leander is the cannon baller. Take it from me, I am the OG cannon. Except for my mom, I am the OG cannon. Except for my grandma, the OG cannon. And that has nothing to do with Catherine, the most wonderful, generous, coolest lady who is really, really, really awesome. How about that? And she has a cool ranch. She does good things for people in need and cares about humanity. Thanks. Was that good, John? Did you like that? Oh, thank you so much. Thanks, Steven. I love hearing that. Hi, Spider Songs. Spider Songs. Reminds me. Sounds familiar. Tim Ostick, hello. How are you doing, bud? Y'all, I wrote some pretty good songs with Tim Ostick. I wish I could remember one to play for you right now. Yeah. Hey, Koopstar. Yes, I do. Okay. That was so fetch, Gretchen. All right, kids. Now Mary is gonna get a baller dollar ditty, and then Rachel's gonna get a baller dollar ditty because these are the ballers of Munchausen by proxy. Okay. Who's going first? Rachel or Mary? Well, I don't know. Let's just see what happens. Rachel goes to the grocery store, and when she goes to the grocery store, she takes pictures of funny things she sees on the walls, and she sends them to me, and it really makes my day. Every time it makes my day that she has something funny to say. She always has something funny to say, even though I know she's usually crying inside, just like me. I feel like that one was channeled. Don't you think that came from somewhere inspired? Somewhere else? Somewhere I shouldn't take credit for? I love you, Rachel. Okay, Mariana Little Land. Oh my god, okay, let's see what I got here for Mariana Little Land. What is this? Why does this sound so... I don't know. That sounds kind of like tribal. I don't know. Is that what we're doing for Mary? Mary had a little lion. She had a little lion handcrafts. Mary had a little lion. Has everybody gone over to the handcraft store? The link is in her bio, I'm sure. I've been meaning to go, but I've been really busy with my head stuck so far up my own ass. But we're turning a corner. We're turning a corner now because the record is out. So Mary had a little lion is gonna get a little more attention from me at her handcrafts location, digitally, most likely, depending on where it really is, which I don't think I know that information either. You know what I'm saying? Ethereal, totally ethereal, yes. Now we're getting experimental because it is the last baller dollar ditty of the night, and we're gonna sing about Mary, and we don't really know the notes in the key B minor, so maybe we'll just go back to the B7 and we'll go to the A to the B7. We'll keep thinking about she's got to go to work. Get to work. Yep. Well, she did a very good job working for me. It was like I could have hired her, because when I was making this record and putting it out, doing all the things that they say that you have to do when you're putting a record out, and they say that you have to do all these things that maybe you don't really have to do, and a lot of them are these things. Her Etsy is empty, she has to work. What? Oh my god. Mary had a little lion. I just sent you so much business, and you don't have any handcrafts because stories for me. And maybe that has a touch of the codependency I should know. But I don't care. I really, 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 really appreciate you. And I didn't feel so alone like I expected that I would when those days happened. I knew you were there. Whoa! That was a rock opera. Well, it was a long time coming, you know what I mean? Mary Had a Little Lion's been, I mean, she's been really getting the word out, you know? That was pretty fun. I hope someone got a recording of that, okay? Because I'm deleting all of this. Gone. Bye. Okay. So if anyone's still here, because now Married to Monday is an hour and a half long, I am gonna play the one more and then I'm gonna go. And then Jack McKeon and I are going to come back on Monday, but we'll come to you from California, and he's so good, you guys, and I'm excited. We'll start all over, you know, we'll do a whole new thing. I think I am gonna move this onto stage it as soon as I get my shit together, just because people are like, you should do that over there and stop bothering the rest of us. Yeah, hearts. Okay. Is this real? Is this JP Harris? JP Harris, just in case this is really you and you're still here, I need to tell you that that's not a song. That wasn't one of my songs, although it was really good. Okay. How do you know that? Does it say how many viewers I have? Well, that's weird. But it's okay, right? It's okay. Are we cool with that? Do we want the ballers of Munchausen by proxy to grow? Did you guys hear that JP Harris album that he did with, like, I think he does a track with, he does one with Christina Murray. I'm pretty sure there's one with Sweet Meg. I could be wrong about that. Oh, the Nikki Lane one is so good. Oh, I loved it. It was really cool. This, like, cool little EP he did. Featuring these women. Okay. Well, did you know that you're losing me? Not for long, but you are for the rest of the night, because I gotta do something about all these boxes of, I gotta get some of this shit in the mail, you know? When I walk into the room, don't look up and notice the way that you used to cling to your side of the bed, but that kind of thing can be hard to accept. Hands to yourself, feelings inside. Safe distance, maybe your pride, while you show me the things that you wanna keep. You're losing me. Take all day to reply, and don't ask about where I went last night. Don't make me scream your name, beg you for more, but that kind of thing can be hard to ignore. Hands to yourself, feelings inside. A safe distance, maybe your pride, while you show me the things that you wanna keep. You're losing
was inside a safe distance. Maybe your pride. Show me the things that you wanna keep, but you're losing me. 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 You're losing. We did it. Well, thank you very much for coming to this low key Married to Monday. I did end up playing you something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue. I threw not one shoe, but two. And I really love you. And I'm going to tell you a secret. You ready? I'm going to tell you a secret before I go. Are you ready? Here it is. Here's the secret. Are you listening?